Welcome everybody to the Saturday morning stream on Elm Creek. This is episode 3 of how to get started in FS22. I'm Bonehead, and thanks for coming in and checking out our channel. Like I said, we're doing a series right now on how to get started on FS22. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a chat in there. Let me know you're here, and we'll get started. As you see, I got the menu screen pulled up. I went ahead and activated the guidance steering. I have one of my friends or buddies or fellow chat members or streamers. I was going to show how to do GPS the Bonehead way. So if he pops in here, we'll probably go in and show him how I do that. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll load up the map at Elm Creek. Just kind of give you a review. Day 1, we went through, got rid of things that we didn't need. Got rid of a field of wheat, I do believe. Went ahead and combined the two fields up front together. On day 2, we went ahead and purchased some more land and everything else. What I'm going to do now is we're going to hit the sleep mode and go into day 3. Put her at 6. That should be a good time. Might be a little dark out still. I'll advance the time a little faster if we need to. But that's where we left off yesterday. Yesterday when we got done, we purchased these 4 fields here. It looks like we should be harvesting some fields today, and it looks like field 49 is ready to go, which will be our sunflowers. We'll get them harvested up. We should be able to harvest 45 and 46 today. We should be able to also go ahead and bale up 45 and 46 and turn them into silage bales and let them sit, and then tomorrow when we come in, we can sell the silage off at the BGA and make some extra cash on it. And just in case you're new, we did start up government society signs yesterday for 3 hours, which gave us a little over $1 million to help us get stuff purchased and get a little more organization around the farm. I do recommend you doing that if you don't want to take out a loan. But if you want a more traditional gameplay, I wouldn't recommend using the government society signs. I don't personally consider it a cheat because, like I said yesterday, my grandfather farmed for 60 years, and he always used government grants and government programs to bring in a little extra money for the farm to get new stuff and everything else. So that's why I only did it for 3 hours, because you get a large amount of money for if you leave it up for a whole day. So with that being said, if you're more of a traditional player, I don't recommend using them. But if you want to just get a little bit of money to get you up and started, because really they don't give you much here to get started on Elm Creek. So that being said, we went ahead and did that. We purchased, like I said, 47, 48, 49, and 52 fields. I combined 47, 48 and planted grass in them, so we can go ahead and do more silage bales to bring in some more money so we can purchase some other fields. I'm going to say 52 and 49 is regular grain crop fields, and I'm hoping by the end of this year we can own 50 and 51. Maybe even go into 55, 53, and 54 if we need to, or even go across the road and purchase some of them fields like 40, 41, or 42. That's kind of my end of the year goal. goal, which the end of our year will probably be around August, I think, is when we started. So we'll look at our productions. We didn't get anything started up as far as productions go. That we did put some productions down. We put down 2 greenhouses. So first thing here this morning, we're gonna go ahead and get the greenhouses up and going. I have found that tomatoes and strawberries, they produce such a large amounts of them, and it's kind of tedious trying to get them all, and you really don't make as much money as if you were to do lettuce. So we're gonna turn on the lettuce on both of those after we get some water added to them, and then we'll go that route. So that's our productions. We don't have any livestock yet, and we probably won't get any livestock for a little while yet. We want to get a capital built up, and before I start going into livestock, that's what I like to do. Some other people like doing the same thing, but some other people like just going ahead and jumping in right now. But that's up to you. If you want to go ahead and jump into animals and stuff like that, that's fine. I am going to start this week a how-to series on how to do animals and greenhouses and bees. So keep an eye out each day for a how-to video on how to do those. The how-to video that was supposed to come out today was not in the best of shape. Something happened during the recording, and when I edited it, but I guess I must have hit a wrong key or something like that and messed up the editing on it. So all you see is a black screen and me kind of coming in and out of talking. So I had to delete that one, and we'll start all over again. And that's what the series was going to be on, was how to start livestock, and then we're going to go into how to do productions. So without further ado, we'll jump into the main screen here. I will lose my webcam, right? No problems there or anything like that. I leave the webcam shut off during the gameplay. I will turn it on here and there, but the reason for that being is so you can see the whole entire screen. I do have a little guy down here. That's my little icon. If you want to know what I look like, that's kind of something what I look like. But I do jump back and forth from the webcam a lot, so just so you guys know, there ain't nothing wrong. So right here we're on the map, and here's our farm, and first thing we want to do is we want to look and see if we got any fields ready to grow, or the harvest. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn grass on. It says they're dark green, which that's your grass fields. So we'll come over here to growth, and I'm just going to shut all this other stuff off. Well, I want ready to harvest. So that'll tell me what fields I have that I own that is ready to harvest. So we got 49 is ready to go, 45 and 46 are ready to go, and everything else should be tomorrow. Now, like I said, with grass fields are every 2 to 3 days, but you can cut them at the 2-day mark if you want. Your yield might not be as high, but that is the way it is. Hold on here, I got a message. Whoop. Now, just the local gas station telling me I can get a free pizza today, so might have to take them up on that deal. So what we'll do is we're going to jump in here into the map. As you see, it's kind of dark right now, but like I said, we'll start off with our morning chores. I have a morning chore routine, which morning chore routines, if I have any productions and I can get anything out of them and get them hauled off, or get them ready to haul off, then maybe at the end of the day I'll haul them off. We do that if we take care of any animals, if we have it, and everything else like that. But right now we don't have no animals, and the only productions that we have are the greenhouses. So we need to get the greenhouses up and going. And to do that, I'm going to need to get a water tank that we can purchase some water from, or we can drive over and get water from local creek. or a pond, which I probably will end up doing that instead of purchasing, because I don't like to spend a lot of money. So first thing we need to do is go buy us a water tank, which the water tank is down here, located underneath animals. And you got different types. You got one right here. This one only holds 2,000 liters. I don't think that would be what we're looking for. And you got one here that holds 6,000 liters. And then we got this one here that holds 7,000 liters. This one here it does do water too. It holds 8,000 liters. And then of course you got one for a semi truck, which we don't have a semi truck. I think we're just gonna go with this Joskins right here, which is a 7,300, and it holds 7,300 liters. So we'll go ahead and purchase that one. Well, get that purchased so we can haul some water back and forth. So I'll go ahead and click on buy, and then we'll go down and pick it up. So I'm gonna go over here and grab a tractor real quick, which we'll probably use this guy right here. Right? Nah, I think we'll go with the little John Deere. It'll be good enough for that. Get him out. Get him going. Turn on our lights. And we'll head down to the store and pick up. Now, something I want everybody to keep in mind. I don't use a lot of AI workers. I like doing the work myself. Saves myself a little bit of money, because I've noticed that using AI workers just sucks down a lot of cash. So you won't see me using AI workers very often unless I'm starting to get into a pinch and I need a little bit of help with harvesting or cultivating or spreading lime or fertilizer or stuff like that. So just kind of keep that in mind, everybody, and we will go from there. Like I said, I don't use too many AI workers. Coffee's going down pretty good this morning. So, do appreciate everybody that has came in and started watching. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you want to follow, go ahead and hit subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, don't forget to hit that little bell so you know when I am streaming or I have posted a video. So this little place that we're gonna get water from is right over there, if you can see it. I understand it's still pretty a little dark yet, but we can make it down there and get some water. I do find out that I don't like paying for things that I can get for free, and that's the way I am in real life, so might as well carry it over on the game. But if you go down the main road, just taking a right at the Mexican restaurant from the farm, and you can come down here and you can start to see it off to the left. There's a spot that you can just back right down into there and get some. You can get some water there. I like coming down to the end because I use this roadway right here off to the right, and it takes me back to the farm. So we'll just back right straight down into here. You want to get that little nozzle that's on the back of the trailer down in the water. It doesn't have to be completely covered, but it needs to be pretty close to being covered. So you stick it down in the water like that, and there we go. Then you hit your R key, and as you see down here, the water is starting to fill up. So once that gets full, we'll head over to the farm and we'll fill up one greenhouse. Not for sure how long. I had it all written down at one time how quick it'll drain down and stuff, but today I don't have it in front of me. So what we're gonna do is we'll head over to the farm, show you a back way to get in there. Just take this little rock road right here through these trees. This guy puts you on the back side of our farm. We own that land right over there to the upper right. That's our soybean field. And we come down through here. And I have tried getting water out of this creek. You can't do that. But here's our grass field right here. And we might put a lane in today so we ain't driving on our field. But come down through here and you should be able to go right, come out right by the greenhouses, which we do. Might eliminate that big tree right there too. Not a big fan of trees. So what we're going to do is we'll add this 1 tanker of water in to the greenhouse right here at the waypoint. Looks like I got 3 likes. Thanks guys for liking the video. And if you got any questions, just go ahead and feel free to drop them in chat and I'll answer them the best I can. If not, I'll guide you in a direction that you can get an answer. So what we'll do now is we'll come back down here. I need to do some landscaping around these greenhouses a little bit better. I didn't have time to do it yesterday. We might do that today. And also I want to get the roads put in over here, make it a little easier. Probably I think it takes like 14,000 liters, maybe more. I'm not 100% for sure on that to fill up a greenhouse. But greenhouses are a good way of making money, and we're also going to go ahead and put something else on the farm today that I forgot about yesterday. We're going to put some bees on, a couple beehives, because making our honey also makes you a little bit of money too. So the more things that we can get on the farm to bringing in some income right now will help us out with getting some grain fields. And with our grass field, our 2 grass fields, they will bring us in some good cash too. And I'll show you the whole silage thing here in a minute after we get done with the greenhouses. But the greenhouses, like I said, you can make some decent cash off of them. A lot of people will tell you that, you know, going with greenhouses is a good way to pay. And you make about enough money to pay for your daily upkeep on the farm. So that's a big plus there. So you ain't getting hurt by that. Also can help you pay off any loans that you have, which we already paid our loan off, which was a big help. Oh, took that sign out. Oh, there's a deer. Don't want to take him out. Well, there's a whole bunch of them right there. Must be feed time. They must think I have some feed in my wagon for them. They sure did take off pretty quick. And the other farmer, he's pretty nice. He lets us come across this little path right here. So I talked to him. He's all for that. He said anytime I needed to use it, just go ahead and use it. If I tear it up, fix it if I would, please. And I said, no problem. We can do that. And I said, if you ever need anything, just feel free to come over here to Bonehead Farms and we'll help you out. So maybe we made a good friend there. Who knows? But we'll come up in here and I'm going to go to my production screen and I want to see. So it's probably going to take 3 tanks to fill up each greenhouse. Now I think once you fill up the greenhouse that lasts you for 10 days. And don't hold me to that. I usually top them off every day. So it just gives me a little something to do first thing in the morning while the sun's coming out, and then I can drink my cup of coffee while I'm driving the tractor. So we'll go ahead and put about three tanks of water in these greenhouses, then we'll get them up and going, and then we'll look into maybe getting started on mowing. So we'll go ahead and put that one in there, and it doesn't take long to fill them up and empty out and everything else, so it ain't like it's a time consuming thing. We've already hauled 2 and it's only been 17 minutes in game, so that's not bad. You know, like I said in the beginning of all these videos, we kind of want to find ways to make a little bit better money. And these ways are just the way I do it. It doesn't say, and there's nothing set in stone, you have to do it this way either. Just kind of gives you a little tip. Maybe you like the grass idea, so you'll incorporate that in on your next build. And maybe you don't like the grass idea. Maybe you just want to have some all grain and livestock. So it's completely up to you. This is just kind of giving you a little idea on what you can do to make a little bit extra, or make money, and maybe turn your farm into a bigger farm. So the government subsidy signs kind of help out a lot. I don't use them on every farm that I do, and I did get asked if I'd be interested in doing a from scratch farm. I am interested in that, and I've done a couple of them myself, so maybe our next gameplay here or stream series, we will do a farm from scratch. I try mixing in a little bit of role play with a little bit of gameplay, so you'll hear me every once in a while talking to another farmer, or talking to Becky down at the store or something like that. So Mrs. Bonehead thinks it's kind of funny that I just sit here and talk to myself all day long. But that's what makes this so much fun. I've already, in a week of streaming and posting videos and stuff, it's probably been about 2 weeks for me. I've met some people, and some pretty nice people, and I'm really liking this. Like I said, this is just for fun. I'm not looking to become famous or anything like that. You know, they say it's pretty hard to become famous on YouTube, and so I'm just here showing my gameplay. I'm figured I'm playing the game, might as well show everybody else what we're doing and how to do it. So we should be full on our first greenhouse, which we are. So we'll take this one up. So it's almost 3 tanks to fill them up all the way. So we'll finish emptying out this one. I'm going to activate them both at the same time. That way they're growing at the same time and they'll produce at the same time. And we will take and go grab 3 more tanks of water. And we'll probably have a little bit of water left over in our tank when we're done. That'll be alright. Like I said, I think I'm going to put I don't have made in my mind if I'm going to connect these 2 fields. I might connect them later on. But I'll just go ahead and put a dirt road in between them for right now. And that way, because we'll be doing some driving over here to the pond at least once every day. Now, as far as making money off of productions, it takes a little bit to get started, but once you get some productions up and rolling, you can make some good money off of them. I will say that. The easier ones of the productions to do are like the greenhouses. And I have found just recently bees. Bees, you can make a little bit of money off of them. There's only one, or I think there's two places that buy the honey. You can either sell it to the bakery or you can sell it to the cereal place, I think. You can go ahead and fill up here. But your greenhouses, they'll generate you some cash. Like I said, I'm not going to say that it's quite a bit of money, but it'll generate you some. But alright, so that one's all filled up and ready to go. We'll take that back over to the farm, fill up our greenhouse. Then we'll have two more to haul, and hopefully the sun will be up by then all the way. And like I was talking about the bees, you don't have to do anything to upkeep them. Just plant, put their little hives in a couple spots. They do say that on some crops it gives you a little bit of a yield bonus. I'm not 100% sure on that one. So go ahead and fill her up there, and we'll go that route. And we'll have two more left to do. Go grab, which we got that one done. Then we'll activate them up and start growing some lettuce. We'll probably end up having to buy a grass roller today too. So we can roll, after we get done doing our grass fields, we can roll them out. Give us a little higher yield. Whoop. Got her all turned around there for some reason. Drop this down in there. Everybody having a good weekend so far? Mine ain't been too bad. There's no snow coming down, so that's a plus. We'll come over here, cut this off. And we'll speed time up a little bit, put it on 5. That way we can get the time done. Move the time up a little faster. Chat's pretty quiet today. It was a Saturday. Everybody's probably out doing things with their family. So. Here she goes. I think we got one more tank, and then this one will be full, and then we'll activate them. So we got a little bit of work to do on the landscaping in this area. I think it'd be kind of cool if they put like on each one of those ponds or lakes that they'd take and put like a little pump house you can just pull up to and fill up real quick. This will probably be our last one that we have to haul over there. It looks like the sun's starting to come up enough that we can get them sunflowers harvested up, and we'll take them down and sell them off. I think we still got to get a grain wagon. I don't know if I got one bought from yesterday or not. I sold our old one. So we'll probably have to get a grain wagon and grass roller today. And we'll take and drop this off, and I'll show you how to get your productions all up and going on the greenhouses. Shouldn't take all this wagon, but it might. Nope, sure didn't. So there we go. We got all the water, and that's pretty much all you have to do to get the greenhouse started is fill them up with water. We'll take the tractor down over this nice little hill here. Hopefully we don't fall down or tip over. So park that there. We'll go here into our production menu, which is this little conveyor belt. If you look at your production screen, it's pretty simple to read it and understand what it's saying. The status of it will be inactive. We haven't activated that part of the production cycle yet. You'll get 1,536 cycles per month. So what that is saying, if you look down here, 1 water will equal 1 tomato. So what that's pretty much saying is for every month you're gonna get 1,500 tomatoes for every month that you produce. It's going to cost you $2 a month to run this. So If you have 2 of them that you're up and running, that will be right around 3,066, maybe 3,000 and something, a little over 3,000 liters of tomatoes a month if you have 2 of them up and running. So as you see, tomatoes produce quite a bit. So do strawberries. Strawberries are 1,536, which is the same as the tomatoes. Your lettuce, though, only produces 768. But if you come in here to your sell chart, scroll down to the lettuce, tomato, and strawberries. Tomatoes are selling for $1,400 is the most. Strawberries are selling for, the highest amount will be at Johnson's Farmer Market, 710, and it's leveled out. The other ones are all going up. But lettuce is selling for $2,800 for 1,000 liters. So if you do the math and you figure it all up, lettuce, you're only getting 768 liters a month, but you're also getting $1,000 more for every 1,000 liters that you produce. So with 2 of them, we'll be producing 1,400, maybe 1,500 liters a day of lettuce. So in my opinion, going with the lettuce is the way to go. If you've ever done any type of the productions before, the tomatoes and the strawberries, they just produce so many pallets. So it can get away from you if you let it. So I recommend doing lettuce. Lettuce gets you more money, and it's a lot easier to do and use. So with that being said, on the first one, you want to come down here and click on the lettuce button, highlight the lettuce, and then you're going to click on activate. So that'll start activating. You'll see the water start going down. We'll do the same thing on the other greenhouse. We'll activate the lettuce, make sure that things go down, and there it went down. So they should be up and going. We'll go out and you should see a bunch of little green plants inside your greenhouses, which you see here right now, and that means that your greenhouses are up and running, and that is all you have to do to get them up and going. This should bring in, I'm going to say, roughly $2,000 a day once they get up and going. Roughly about $2,000 a day, so that'll cover all your expenses on your farm for that. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to, around this tree line over here, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple beehives in. That way we can get some honey being made. So we'll go in here, we'll go to our 3 bars, which is our construction area. And what I want to do is go to animals, and we'll go over to bees. And so now you see that we got quite a bit of different choices. With the first one is your small one, your kind of small ones. Then you got your medium size, and then you got your large for 19. We're going to go ahead and get one large, and we'll take and turn it so we can see it. And I'm going to take and put it right in here, and I'm going to put another one in, maybe, yep, right there. Kind of turn it off to the side a little bit, there. So now you got to put down a pallet location. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the pallet location right there. So as our bees produce honey, they'll show up right in that little spot. And that is all you have to do to get your bees up and producing. Now, a lot of people like putting them near their wheat fields and stuff like that, but we don't have no wheat fields right now. And hopefully the grass field will help generate some honey for us. If you go into your productions, you don't see anything for honey in here. If you go to animals, you don't see anything for honey. It just kind of generates on its own. So as you start seeing a pallet, you should get like a pallet a day off of 2 of them, maybe half a pallet a day. then you take them off and sell them off to wherever you can sell them to. Which, if you look where we can sell honey at, right here's honey. You know, you're talking, you're going to get 2,700,000 or 2,700,000 for 27,000, not 100,000. 27,000 for 1,000 liters. So that'll kind of help us out a little bit. That's at the cereal factory. You can go to the restaurant, sell off honey, which is just right across the road. And that all helps out in making some money for you. So now, looks like the sun's came up pretty decent. What I like to do to judge the seat, and we've seen on our map that the grass is ready harvest. It says it's ready harvest, but technically, when you want to see a yellow tint on the top of the grass before you mow it, we're going to go ahead and mow this because I want to get as many cuts off this field here as possible. But the back field that we just put in yesterday, we're going to wait, and I'll show you what the yellow tips look like. Like I told you earlier, you can mow your grass starting at day 2. You won't get as big as a yield off of it, but you'll get a pretty decent yield. And since we're just starting off, it should be fine. So we'll go over and grab the mower, and we'll get the mowing here. Oh, I want to put GPS on this tractor here real quick. Do I have that? No, I don't. I want to pull it into the repair shop. Do we got a repair shop down here? This barn got a repair? No. So we're going to have to run this up to the shop. They're going to put a GPS unit on it for us so I can show some of my followers how to do the bonehead way with GPS, since they showed me how to use courseplay yesterday. I'm not going to put courseplay on this gameplay. I'll use it on some of my other gameplays, just because it's not a console mod, and I kind of want this map here to be universal, for consoles and PC. Now GPS isn't a console mod. I'm just using this just as a shows a fellow YouTuber on how to do it the bonehead way. We'll run over here to the shop and yeah, GPS put on this. So let's go over here to wrench, and we'll go to customize GPS. Yes, it'll cost $15,000 for every vehicle that you put GPS on, and you can put GPS on pretty much everything. Just so you know, you can put it on your 4-wheelers, you can put it on your trucks, semis, anything, as long as it says GPS right here. So we'll go ahead, customize that. So now we got GPS on our tractor. And if you notice over here in the right hand side of your screen, you'll notice like a little satellite, steering wheel, and that. Now I don't use the steering part of the GPS. I like to steer my tractors myself. Like I said, I like doing a lot of the stuff myself. But what I do use the GPS for is to help keep me in straight lines, because I do wander off the field quite a bit. And so that's the bonehead way. We don't use the guidance steering. For one, I will be honest with you, if we had bigger fields, I would be using the guidance steering on. But for right now, these small fields, I just like to keep my rows nice and clean. So I use the GPS to help line me up. And yes, I do know that there's other mods out there that you can do that with. But for just this demonstration purposes, that's how I do it. There are some other YouTubers out there that I've got really good videos on how to set up your GPS and your guidance steering. I recommend you go check them out, and it's not me. I have to go grab a cup of coffee here in a second. But like I was saying, this grass will have like a yellowish tint on it. Yes, it tells you that it's ready to harvest, but usually once it goes into harvest mode, you need to come back the next day and harvest it, and you'll get a better yield off of it. But for us right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead, because I want to get some silage bales going. And if I cut it right now, see, we got November, December, January. I should be able to cut it again in January and get another cut off of it. Might not, because I think once winter comes in and the cooler temperatures, the grass slows down on growing, just so you know. But you can cut grass all year long. So what I kind of like to do is I like, if it's not a grass field and it's a bunch of waterways and I have a huge area that has grass, I'll wait till the winter months, such as November, December, January, and February. Them 4 months there when you're not doing any crop work or field work or anything else like that. Yeah, and that's when I'll mow my grass from the summertime. And just the free grass is what I like to call it. Now your fields, you should still be able to go every 2 or 3 months. It might slow down and extend it out 1 month. I don't think it does though. Usually you figure you can get 3 to 4 cuts a year. Most of the times, because of the time that you plant it, you're only going to get 2 or 3 in a year's time frame. So we'll lower that down. We'll fire it up. Now, well, I want to show the GPS thing. So the quick bonehead way of getting the GPS up and going is you're going to hit Alt-C, which turns on your GPS. And if you notice, the little lines are highlighted and the satellite's highlighted. So that's what that's telling you, is that your GPS is activated and your guidance steering isn't. So then what you're going to do is hit Control S, and it brings you into your general settings menu. What you want to do is come over here where this tractor is and hit auto width, which will detect the width of your vehicle. This is your offset increments. This is how it sets up the GPS lines and everything else. If you want to enable guidance steering, just turn it on right here. You want to show the lines, which you do, turn that on. And this is your offset, 0.25 line offset. So that's the line offset, is where it lines up with each other, so you can get in a straight nice line for yourself. So this right here is where you're going to set up your lines. So the quick, easy way to do it is click A and hit escape, and you'll see an A on the back of your tractor. So what you're going to do is drive forward, and it should bring out a dotted line about 15 feet or so, like that. And then hit Alt-E, and there's your guidance lines set up. Like I said, I don't use the guidance steering, so I leave it shut off. I just use the lines like this to give me a nice straight up and down. And like I said, I like driving my own tractors. So that is the bonehead way of using GPS. And I'll just use the GPS on this. And it acts just the same as, I think there's another mod called vehicle enhancement mod or something like that. It does the same thing that one does, but you can use GPS and turn on the guidance steering, and you won't have to drive your tractor. I don't know, my personal opinion is it kind of takes the fun out of it on these smaller fields. Make sure that the mower's turned on, and we'll go ahead and get this mowed. Now leave a grass swath for us, and we'll be able to pick it up with our baler. Since I'm only using the front mower, I won't have to worry about putting it into a nice trough. It'll work just like that for us. And as you see, you just take that little, find something on your tractor to line up with that white line, and it should be good. And when you go to turn around here, it automatically adjusts for you. And like I said, that's the bonehead way of using the GPS. And we'll use it on the rest of this field, and then I'll shut it down. And next time when we come in, we won't have it on there. You're gonna notice that there looks like it's not very thick grass swaths, but you also gotta think we're not running the back part of this on there, so. And if we can get a good 24 bales out of all this, that'll be pretty good. Like I said, the quicker we can get this mowed down and get it baled up and get it fermenting, we should be able to come in about noon tomorrow and sell off all these bales that we have here. Try not to get the wild grass in there yet, because like I said, some of that stuff you can do in the winter months to help keep you bringing in some money. You can also do some forestry work if you need to. I don't know if there's a sawmill on this map. I haven't looked into that yet. But the way it's looking, it looks like we'll get pretty good amount of bales. If you want to go ahead and get this field up and going, you can go ahead and collect the bales. We got 2 trailers, so we can collect them up onto the trailers, let the trailers sit for a day, and then we can haul them down and sell them off. So we only got 2 trailers because that was an accident. I didn't mean to buy 2. And you can get a bigger mower if you want. It puts them in the straw swaths. I'm just got one that you can just start off with, and it ain't gonna cost you a lot of money. That guy walking down the roadway there, he could come over and help out. But like I said, this is just one easy way of a crop that can make you some money and help you. And what I use the grass fields for is buying other fields that I can go in and put grain or corn or any cash crops, pretty much. Every map's always buying silage, so. And we'll run these grass fields as much as we can to get as much money off to build up, a couple more fields would be good, and then we can start going into other production stuff, such as livestock, breads, cereals, stuff like that. And then the farm will start to grow. Big thing with it is you just gotta take your time. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the GPS off and mow this my way. Like I said though, with the GPS and the guidance steering is okay. I just don't use it. on these small fields, and the only time I'm really practically using it, I probably won't use it at all now that I'm getting course play back, is on big fields. You know, that way I can hire my worker to go in and do something, and I can go off and do another task. And that's the big thing that I like about course play. So I would like to thank Big E for showing me that. Really appreciate it, and I kind of hope this GPS bonehead way kind of helps you out too, bud. Get that lined up, drop it down, and go to town. Drop her down, go to town. That's the motto here at Bonehead. Like I said, we'll get this bailed out now too. Also, if you wanted to and you wanted to get a tether, you could take and tether this out, windrow it, and put it into hay bales. Say if like you got sheep, or I think you need hay for TMR. So if you need hay for TMR, that'll get you a good stockpile up on. But right now we kind of want to use this grass and silage bales for making money and bringing in some money into the farm. So like I said, this isn't bad, and the reason why you want to go ahead and put your bales up on the trailers is so you can come back in here and use the grass roller and roll out this field and get it going on its second stage. So, because it'll start growing the next day and it'll grow around your bales. So if you load them up on your trailers and you know you're not going to be using them until tomorrow, well, there ain't nothing wrong with doing that. We'll drop that mower down and go to town again. Looks like we're going to get, I don't know, we might get 24, 30 bales out of this. Depending on the size of bales that we use, anyway. Alright, I'll be right back here in a second. Alright, sorry about that. Mr. Bonehead needed something real quick. So, get back to mowing this. I don't think 5 is a bad time for any one of these in this gameplay. Oh, hit the X button. Didn't want to do that. I'm kind of tossing around the idea about going ahead and getting the steering wheel. Everybody's saying that playing FS22 with a steering wheel was Off the top. A lot better than the keyboard, but I kind of like my keyboard. Well, some of the buttons are getting wore out. I'm going to have to eventually buy a new one. I don't know, I might have to use my one that I have on my other PC that I'm running right now. So, back up here. Well, we almost got this one done. We still got them sunflowers to harvest. We'll take and sell that grain off when we can. I know a lot of people play the market and stuff like that, but you know, when I'm first trying to get up and going, I find it hard to keep my grain all stored up. And usually on my personal maps and stuff like that, my personal games I'm playing, I usually notice that most of the crops that I store are good to sell in January. So I'll hold them off all until January and February, and then sell off all my crop then. But for right now, until we start generating some big money, we'll probably take the sunflowers, because I probably won't do any more sunflowers this year. So we'll go ahead and sell them off today. Go ahead and get rid of them, just because we don't need them. And I probably won't be doing any more sunflowers in that field. I'll probably just go ahead and put some more wheat. Let my wheat build up, and then at the end of the year sell it. But we'll look at that here in a second after we get done mowing this and baling it up. We drop. Oh, we're still running pretty decent. Oh, I'm getting that trail off the back of my. I am going to download a new map today, I think, and try it out. Louisiana map. Tactical Farmer. Did a live stream on it last night and first look at it, so looks kind of interesting. It has a couple crops on there that I don't know if I'll be interested in doing rice, but hey, never know. There we go. Got that one all mowed up. We'll go put the mower away. Shut it off. Fold it up. We'll grab the baler and we'll come and start baling those. Then we'll collect them up and then leave them on the wagons until tomorrow. And then we'll take them off and sell them. Our baler's sitting right there. I usually use the Vicon speed bale to do my baling. So this is going to be a new baler. I've never tried this one before. So we'll see how it works. You'll probably have to stop on every one whenever you get a bale done. Which with the Vicon you can just keep going. So we'll get this lined up. Drop the thing down. don't think we have to unfold anything, do we? Let's see here. Next, I want to unfold. So let's see here. Turn on baler, lower pickup. Turn on automatic drop. See? Turn on automatic drop. Because we want that. And we'll go ahead and lower the pickup and turn the baler on. See what happens. Start collecting this up some grass. Here comes our first bale. Well, and we still collect. Yep. They should drop. Okay, there you go. Good deal. This does everything that the icon does, so that's cool. Most of the time when you have a baler, it'll make a beeping sound and it'll stop. You'll have to stop to let it unload. And this one doesn't look like you have to, so that's cool. So you can use this cloth baler, or you can use the Vicon for the Vicon fast bale to do the same thing. We got one bale out of 2 rounds, almost 2. So that's not bad. You know, I'm not thinking we're going to get a large amount, like I said, 20, 24, but these are pretty big bales. Oh, see, that's what you gotta wait for. I did hear the little beeper, so. Which is alright. Want to kind of keep a close eye on your. See, with the Vicon, you can just go and it'll keep collecting. So maybe later on we'll upgrade to that one. I don't think we need to. This baler's doing just fine. So we got 2 bales out so far out of this. We got a little ways to go. Now we're getting pretty close here. 90%. So it looks like we're getting 3,500. Yep. 3,500 liters per bale. So, just to kind of give you an idea, we'll come down here to, or up here, to silage. So you're getting $513 per 1,000 liters. So that's not too bad. And each barrel is 3,500. So you're looking at 5, 10, 15, a little over $1,700 per bale. So that's not bad at all. I think we'll have to fertilize our other grass field too. I'm not for sure on that. We'll look at that into that today too. And the big thing is like it took 90% of the grass seed to do both these fields. So you're probably looking at, I don't know, a couple $100 for grass seed. Fertilizer, it took a little bit of fertilizer for it, but that's not a big deal. So you're looking at probably right around $1,000, $2,000 right now just to do 2 fields. This field here and the other one that we did up yesterday. So 2 bales will pay for that. And now you don't have to reseed it. And I don't think and once I roll it, you don't have to re-fertilize it. It kind of does a self-fertilization thing. So then we'll let the bale come out, get wrapped. And we'll go on. So realistically, you can make a little bit of cash off of doing silage. There are other ways of doing silage. You could buy a BJ, use their silage area to ferment, which would be your bunkers. You can put a bunker on your farm yourself, and in 24 hours after you collect all your grass and you put it in there, you can, in 24 hours you'll have silage. You can just take it and scoop it out with your truck or get a belt system. I wish they'd really bring back the, I can't remember what the name of that thing was. But anyway, it was an auger thing that's hooked onto the front of your tractor, and you could get all your silage out. There we go. Back up a little bit. Now you could sit there and wait for it to finish wrapping up, or you can just go on and collect. We'll just go on and collect. I don't know how many bales we're up to though. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bales so far. That's doing pretty good. Probably get, looks like the way it's going right now is we'll probably get 10, 15. I'd like to see getting 22 off this, but I don't see that happening. And these are a little bit bigger bales than I thought they were going to be too, so. Which is all good. It all sells the same. That's another bonehead motto. It all sells the same. But if you figure, I know that livestock and stuff like that does, whoop, we're full. Gotta watch that. I might have to turn on my little beeper, let me know. Okay, so, livestock does create a lot of money for you, especially cattle. Sheep with their wool kind of varies on how much you have and everything else. Chickens, the eggs is a good money maker. But the big thing with chickens is you gotta have wheat or you gotta go buy chicken feed. And with what they start you off with here, you can do it. You know, it just takes you a lot longer to get it up and going. What I like to do is I'll get a good stockpile of wheat before I put in chickens, because I do always put in chickens on my farms, and I always put in sheep. Now, if you look over there at our honey area, we already have a pallet with honey starting on it, so that's a plus. So we're getting some honey produced, which is pretty much, you invest how much ever it was to invest, what, $24,000 into them beehives, and now we got product coming out. Which that's pretty good, you know. We're already producing on day 3, we got honey producing, we got silage getting produced right now, we got lettuce up and going. We're gonna harvest a field of sunflower, and it ain't a very big field of sunflower, so I don't know how much we're gonna get out of that, but it's a start, you know. And what I like to do is I like looking at each day at what we have made, and I like to set a goal for the end of the year for us to have a certain amount of money. And I think when we started this episode today, we were at 1.4, so we might just put that, you know, we'll set it at, okay, we got 1.2 right now, so right there, that's, you know, we won't go any lower than 1.2. You know, try not spending that 1.2 that we got free. And we'll start living off the farm with what we make. So that's what my goal is. If that makes any sense to you guys. I know sometimes I talk a little fast and repeat myself quite a bit, but that's what I'm kind of hoping to do here is we got 37. Basically what I'm saying is we got $37,000 that we can spend. The 1.2 million we're not going to touch at all. So alright, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. One of the little boneheads is going over to his aunt's for the night, so I had to say goodbye to him. Alright, so we're back in here to get some silage bales collected. full. And if you are just starting here in 22, I will say this to you guys. It is, you know, another good map to start off on with is No Man's Land. It's a pretty decent map. It came from FS19 and it isn't a new map. But with that map there, you can do a lot of things with it. You can do your own way of doing things, and it has plenty of grass, has plenty of trees. Kind of gives you, if you want to see all the aspects of the game, that's kind of a good starter map for you. If you want to just come in and start up from scratch, that there you build from the ground up. So pretty much whatever you want to do, you can do on that map. This map here and the starter maps that first came out with FS22 are good for that too, but it gives you kind of a layout of land and stuff like that, where in No Man's Land you create your own fields, you create your own farm, you pretty much do everything on your own. There's no town, there's only one sell point on the whole map, so it's kind of a good little map if you have a creative bone in you. I don't have a very big creative bone. Well, I do, but I like Alien Gym maps, and he does a real good job with that. They did come out with another map yesterday that's called Construction Map that, I don't know, it's like they took this map here and flattened it out, put a couple buildings on it, and told you to go to town. And I don't know if I like that or not. I haven't downloaded it yet, so almost got these done. Then we'll pick them up, and then we'll park the trailer off to the side, and then we'll come in and we'll go ahead and grass roll this. I might just, for right now, until we get some extra money in, I might just go ahead and lease the grass roller. I think we got a trailer on it lease too. We'll just leave it there. Ain't that big a deal. I am kind of really liking this little John Deere tractor. I'm not big on the John Deere stuff, but this one isn't too bad. These actually, both of the tractors that come with this map on your starting farm isn't bad. So I like Case. I like the Case Puma series. I see that they finally came out with that a week or so ago. So usually I'll run a lot of Case tractors. On my County Line series, I'm running a fence. I've never ran fence before, and they ain't too bad. So I really don't got to complain about any tractors that I've used so far in this game. So the quadra tracks kind of take a getting used to, but they ain't that bad. We'll get this last little strip here. I gotta turn around just right, and we'll get this last bale, maybe 2 bales out of this. Kinda wanna make sure you get all your grass picked up too, so that way it just doesn't sit there, and if you decide to go into switching this over to wheat, then that'll make a big mess for you. I don't know if this one will do a partial bale or not. We're about to find out though. I think we got close to 10 bales, maybe 12, sitting out here. And we'll have a partial if it'll let me empty it out right here. So Let's see, we'll turn the baler off, lift the pickup up. Nope. Hit the I button. It won't let me unload it, so we'll have to finish that bale off on the next field. Go ahead and put the baler away. We'll run up and grab one of the wagons that we will use. I like putting away my equipment after I get done using it too, by the way. Kind of gives it more realistic feel. I ain't going to be using it for 2 more days, so I'm pretty much done with it for right now. A little hump kind of throws me off, but that'll be alright. So we'll run up and grab a bale picker up wagon, or a bale loading wagon, and maybe look at getting a grass roller in here and roll that grass field, and then we can move on to our next field that needs to be worked on. Down here to the store. Should have grabbed them earlier, brought one of them back. Looks like we got rain coming this afternoon, so might want to get in there and harvest that sunflower field while we can. So I might hold off on picking up the bales until then. Take the back road into the shop, but we'll go ahead and get the bale wagon down. You don't want to do any harvesting during rain or snow because it lowers your yield down. You can harvest during it, but it just lowers your yield down and damages your combine and stuff of that nature. So we'll grab one of these wagons here. And drive it down to the farm. I better turn on the hazards. Flashers, that way people know I'm coming down the road. Get this one done up, and then we'll have, let's see, yeah, we'll go ahead and, I don't know when this rains. We can check real quick here. Look at the weather. It's not saying any rain, but according to my thing at the top of the... Oh wait, there it is. About 6 to 9 o'clock. We're supposed to have rain. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get the bales picked up. It won't take that long since it's not going to be until that time frame. Lower that down. Why ain't you lower? There we go. So now we'll pick our bales up. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 bales out of that field. That's not bad. That's a good start. Like I said, you'll be surprised how much money we get off the silage mills. So we'll go ahead and let them sit on the trailer and ferment overnight, and then take them off and sell them tomorrow. I don't mind doing a lot of baling. The baling's kind of fun. These small fields, you don't make a lot of money off the baling, but it doesn't do bad. got a full pallet of honey. That's good. So we'll go ahead and fold this up. We got our 12 bales on the trailer. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just park these up here for now. And we're gonna look at what a grass roller is gonna cost us. So here, leave that parked there. Go into the store here. Now let's see what we got for sales today. We didn't check that today. Oh, look at there. Oh, that's a cotton trailer, so yeah. And then here's a sunflower trailer, which we don't, or a header, we don't need. So I want to go into here and go into our grassland care, which is right here. And that's about $26,000 for that roller. We'll go ahead and purchase that. We'll be using that quite a bit. So what this does is kind of does the same thing that the roller does for fields, but it does it for grass fields and grass only. So it's another one of them steps that you kind of got to do in order to get your grass fields up and going good. And we'll head down here to the field, or the store, I mean. Grab the grass roller. Now you don't have to do this. If you just want it to grow back up, it'll do just fine. This just increases your yield a little bit. And you can lease this equipment at the start, because I understand a lot of people might not want to spend a lot of money on their equipment. But like I said, our goal is to stay at 1.2 million, and we got 11,000 left that we can spend. So we should be able to get a green wagon. For pretty cheap. Won't get a spectacular one, but you know, don't need anything to hold a lot right now. So if we have to, I'll just lease it, and then after tomorrow we'll go in, and that'll be the first thing we buy is a grain wagon, because we'll need it for we'll need a bigger size grain wagon for the bean field here, which ain't very big, but yeah, you'll be surprised. So what we're going to do here is we'll go ahead and unfold this out here on the road. We'll go ahead and roll this grass field. And I don't think we'll need to fertilize it until tomorrow, if we even have to. So I'll drop her down. And like I said, it works just like the roller for your fields. If you have a grass field that you've made, this is the only thing that'll work on. You can't just go in and do regular wild grass with it, which is kind of a bummer, but hey. This kind of conditions it up and makes it so it's right for grass. I think this little John Deere here will be our grass working tractor. Yeah. If I have to, I can always set off that Massey. It doesn't seem like we've been using that quite a bit, so we might do that too. Might set off the Massey and get us a trailer. I don't think we got a flatbed trailer to haul our produce away, but That's something else we'll need to add to our list to get is a flatbed trailer or a flatbed truck to haul our production stuff. But nothing says we have to haul it off today. And if I had to, I can just throw it in the back of that pickup truck right now, because I don't think we're going to get out a tremendous amount today. Like I said, we're going to wait on the silage until tomorrow and sell that off. Now the other field will be ready to, it'll be in its first stage of harvesting, which we're going to wait for 3 days on that field when it turns yellow on the tops. If it hasn't turned yellow by the 3rd day, then we'll go ahead and harvest it, and you'll notice that we'll get a little bit more of a yield off of it. I just wanted to bale this one up so I can get a couple other cuts out of this one. So, and that's completely up to you when you harvest your grass. If you do it on 2-day cycles, I think you can get roughly 3 or 4 cuts off of it, because you got to think in the winter months your grass growth will slow down. So just so you know, but with the grass that we have harvested and baled already, should have enough to get by a small field with it if we needed to. I think right now we should be fine with what we got for this year. Like I said, we might go ahead and try buying 1 or 2 of them big fields down below us, but right now we're doing pretty good. So we got the headlands done up. Take a whipper around. And this piece of equipment here that I just purchased, you can go ahead and lease it, but for $20,000, I didn't think it was that bad of a deal. And in this first year, we'll use the P out of this one. You figure every 3 months we're going to be using it, so that's 4 times a year. Raise that up, turn her around, come down here, drop it down, go to town. We almost got a full pallet of honey over there. That's good. Only 12 o'clock. Lunchtime, we should have ran down to the taco stand and got us some lunch. We might do that after we dump this field. We'll run down and grab a taco. Go visit Gertie at her little taco stand down there. Like I said, this gameplay here is just a starter series. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. At least 12 for the first year of running. This is kind of give you some pointers and tips and show you how I would start off my farm here and how I would go and making money and stuff like that, and trying to get this farm up and going pretty good. Well, it's not doing bad right now, but well, I do believe by the end of the year it can. And it also is, I only have 1 or 2 mods that are installed. I haven't really used them that much in the gameplay, but they're PC only mods. But everything else is all cross-platform. So if you play on a PlayStation 4, if you play on a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series, you can do things this way if you wanted to. And that's the way I've kind of set this up, and just kind of help some of you guys out that I've seen a bunch of videos and stuff of people playing this game, or heard that this game is pretty cool and you wanted to check it out. This will kind of give you ways of not getting discouraged, you know, and wanting to quit. Pretty much, this is just a helpful video on what we need to get done, and how to get it done, and go from there. Pretty much, though, any map or any type of gameplay is up to you on how you want to do it. If you watch Big E, he does things differently than I do. So if you watch any of the other moderators or content creators, they do things differently than what I do. So I strongly recommend you go check out other people's channels and watch what they do and everything else. This is just one way of showing you a couple tips and tricks and how to play the game. If you want to know how to use certain mods and stuff like that, go ahead and send me an email, and I'll try getting back to you as soon as I can. You can just message me through my email, or you can message me through Facebook. My Facebook channel is Bonehead Inc. So just message me through Messenger on there. I can give you a helping hand. But we're almost got this one done, and then we can get into the combine and harvest some sunflower seeds, sell them off. Maybe even start doing, I don't know if we'll be able to plant anything in that field. I have to look. But we'll get this grass all taken care of, and grass will be done for the day. Got one little strip here left to do. And then we'll go check out our grass. We'll go down and grab a taco real quick, and then we'll go take out our, I'm starting to get hungry. We'll run down, get us a taco or two, and then we'll kind of pull up the map and look and see what we got. If you guys have any suggestions on anything you'd like to see on the video too, feel free. I'm always open to suggestions. So and there's our last little strip. We'll go put this away. And then we'll, like I said, we'll run down to taco stand, grab a taco real quick. Break away from farming for a little bit here. Oh man, my nose is itchy. Also, there is, on this map, there is little treasures that you can find if you look for them. I think there's, if I remember right, I thought there was one. Here's like a workshop here. You can go down underneath and I think and work on your vehicles if you want to. Kind of stuck in there. See, here's your other one. So you just got kind of a nice little work area. You can move the boards around and stuff. Work on your tractors. And we'll go up here, maybe. Really? Yeah, why getting you stuck? So we'll go here. I think there's a collectible over here. Just to kind of show you what a collectible looks like. Maybe not. I don't know. It's alright though. We'll go jump in the truck and run down and get a couple tacos. And we'll go from there. Get a little farm truck. Don't want to speed through town. See, there's the old toy store, taco place right here. That's a good little place to get tacos. Oh. So, while we're sitting here eating some tacos, we'll look at the map real quick. Said we got 45 and 46 all done. We're going to go into doing 49 next, and I need to see, is there anything that we can plant right now? Well, we can plant wheat, barley, and that will be ready next June and July. So, and we might throw some barley in there, or some wheat, so we can get. So that's what we'll do. We'll take and go ahead and put some wheat back into that field. Eat our tacos on the way back home. Here. We'll put some wheat into that field. And then we'll start getting a stockpile up maybe so we can get some chickens. Here. So, that being said, we'll go ahead and jump in the harvester. I need to look at a wagon real quick here, see what we got for prices. I don't like them wagons because I just don't like them. I don't like that type of front axle on them. We got this one right here, which is 36,000, and it holds 12 meters, which, yeah, I don't think I want that one. This one here though only holds 12, well, it holds 22 meters. Let's go ahead and purchase that one. So, now we got that wagon. Kind of went down a little below our budget, but that's fine. So, we gotta run down and grab that. I don't think I can get it in the truck. So, we can get it in the tractor, run down and grab it. And bring it back down, park it close to where the field's going to be to unload into. And that way we can haul it off when we need to. So, a little after 1 o'clock. Which will be fine. We'll head down here and we will grab the wagon, come back, harvest some sunflowers, take that, whatever we get out of them, take them and sell them off. Maybe it might pay for a wagon. I doubt it, but it will, hopefully. Probably not today. Switch my help. Forgot my. And the good thing about me messing up on buying them trailers are we need to let them bales sit for a little longer. We can. And we got another trailer that we can use. So. Which them trailers hold 24 bales, in case anybody wants to know. This will be our little grain wagon for us that will haul all of our grain to wherever we need to haul it to. Like I said too, we can always sell off the, we might do that. I hardly ever use that Massey, so. Having two tractors is perfect, you know, to start off with, so we might just go ahead and sell the Massey off today too. To give us a little extra money to get us back over our 1.2 million budget. So we got this tractor down here. Like I said, we'll pull out the combine. I don't know if I'm going to need to take this over there or not. We might be able to just unload it into here right now. I got the corn head still hooked up to the combine, which is a plus. So we'll go ahead and go over, take the combine over. We'll go harvest some sunflower seeds real quick. And we will take them down and sell them off. Like I said, we probably won't get a lot from them because it ain't a very big field of sunflowers. So we'll unfold the corn head. And we'll go ahead and unfold the combine. Get her opened up and lower down our corn head. Oh. Corn head down, turn it on, and we'll harvest us some sunflowers. And we'll go ahead and plow this field up after we're done, and then put some, what do we say we're going to go with wheat in this field next. And we'll need to get it done up today, which we're running. We might have to finish that up tomorrow. Stream's getting close to, I like to run my streams about 2.5 hours. So we're getting kind of close to the end of the stream time, so running out of time today. But we'll get these sunflower seeds all picked. Might be able to get it done in time. Or we'll just wait till first thing tomorrow, and then that's what we'll do from there. Because we have to, on our calendar date, we have to get the field planted today or it's going to sit barren for the winter. I kind of really don't want to do that. So there's some deer. And eventually we might connect this field with that field and make one big field. But right now I'm going to use that for money making. And we'll just use this for, we'll just keep putting weed in this field here. And that'll give us our stockpile on wheat. And so if we ever do decide to do either flour or production for flour, or if we ever decide that we want to do chickens, we'll have enough food for the chickens. So I think this field needs to be plowed anyway according to our thing, so we'll go ahead and plow this one. But I think we'll get this field harvested here, and I will go into our end of the stream wrap up and go over what we got done today, and we'll come back again. I don't know if we'll be streaming tomorrow because it's Sunday. I don't like to stream on Sundays. I like spending time with my family. So might have to wait till Monday when we come back and finish this off. We got 2,000 liters of sunflower seeds. That's not bad. Thousand liters. A little more than I thought we'd get. I figured we only get like 1,500 liters out of this. It was good to buy it. This winter too, we could probably do some contract work. I don't know if there's many deliveries or not, but we can maybe do some deliveries or something. Whip this bad boy around. We are in October and it's supposed to rain tonight, so that will. This will be all out of here, so we don't have to worry about the rain anymore. And just let you know, sunflowers is a good cash crop, and you'll see here in a second what I mean. There's a couple sell points on this map. We can take it down to the oil factory. I think they make sunflower oil here, or we can sell it off as a grain. You can use it for, I do believe, pig food. you can harvest some sunflowers for pigs. And there we go. We got her all wrapped up. Good to go. What time we got? About 10 minutes left of the stream, so we'll go ahead and shut down that combine, fold up the head on it, and we are going to take it. We'll check her honey. Oh, she's almost full. Three more pallets, and we'll have 3 things of honey already. So what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and unload, and we'll see where the best place would be to sell our sunflowers. If it doesn't look like it's going to be good, we'll put it in our bin. But I think I got wheat in there right now, so we got close to 4,000 liters of sunflower seeds. That's not a bad little harvest off that field. So now that's done, we'll park the combine and we shall fold it up, fold her all up, and we'll put her in the shed until we need her again. Which we'll be needing that in a couple days, or a day probably, because I think soybeans will be the next thing we harvest. And just so you know, soybeans is a good cash crop. You'll make some money off of that. So we'll tab over to our tractor, and I need to see where a good place to sell sunflowers is. So we'll look for sunflowers here, right here. So I don't want to send them off on the train. So well, Johnson's Farmer Market looks like about the best place. So take and highlight that and then hit tag place. And if you look on your map, you should see right over there. See it? So what we're going to do is we're going to take and haul them over there, and we'll go ahead and sell them off. We're going to get like $2,000 per 1,000 liters. So we should get close to 6-7 grand for these sunflower seeds, which it didn't pay for the land that it was on, but it's a good start. This is putting positives back into our account. Like I said, we're going to sell off that Massey. And with that being said, that should put us up. Oh, hey, Big E. I didn't even see that you came in. I'm getting ready to end my stream here in a little bit. Nice seeing you in here today. Yeah, we'll go sell off these sunflower seeds, and that'll probably be the last thing we do on the stream today. So we're starting to move in a positive look. Well, tomorrow, well, like I said, I probably won't be streaming on Sunday, and I'll get better on my stream. I gotta kind of plan it around my kiddos a little bit. I will get a stream schedule up for next week on my page, so everybody will know when I'm going to be streaming and when I'm going to be posting anything. So just kind of help everybody out. Kind of a far drive for Soybean cells, I'm guessing right behind this building here. Should be fine. Well, Johnson's Farmer Market, that's where we wanted to go. Yep, right in there. Let's take it in there and see what we get here. And watch the money go up. Can we hit one? Nope, yeah. Okay. That's a lot better. Huh. Yeah, I just kind of did a quick one. Quick intro video one day. Just to test it out and kind of see how it would do. I need to go in and redo mine, put some, now that I got more streams and more videos up, that I can put some clips in of some farming and stuff like that instead of just the basic bonehead screen. You gonna be streaming today? We'll take this tractor and wagon back to the farm, and we are going to sell off the Massey. I might go ahead and work that field for a little bit. Sell off the Massey, and then I'm going to do something that we're going to pay back the government the money that we borrowed, some of it that we have left over. And since we've got pretty much everything we need to up and go, we don't really need that extra cash sitting around, so we can build it up. If we need some more money, we'll just get a loan. You shouldn't overlap mine too much. I'm going to end here in about 11 minutes. So, maybe a little earlier than that. My stomach's starting to growl, so I might want to go get something to eat. So what we'll probably do for the rest of this stream here is we'll take, like I said, take his tractor back. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and run plow field. We'll save that for Monday, and we'll do half of this day, the rest of this day on Monday, and get into the fourth day. I'm going to park the tractor here for right now. Like I said, we're going to take the Massey up to the store real quick, and we're going to get rid of him. I haven't really used it, and we might be able to use the money. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably come join your stream and watch it, and while I'm eating my lunch. Sounds like a plan. I hate to get rid of the old Massey. My grandfather had a Massey 1135, and he had that for a while, and then it caught on fire out in the field, and then ended up replacing it with a International 1055. So I've always been a fan of Masseys, but I just ain't really using this Massey, and I kind of fallen in love with them two John Deeres that came with this game. So, or this map. And so I'm going to keep them for a little while, and then I'll probably, once I go to upgrade, I'll switch them over to cases. And if you want to get a little bit more money for your stuff, you can bring it up here to the store. I think you can do it here. No, you have to do it at the other one. That's right. Excuse me. On this last stage of this freaking head or chest cold, and can't wait for it to be gone. So, what we'll do, we don't need to spend $1 to repair it. We're gonna get $85,000 for that tractor, so that's a pretty good deal. So if we come in here and we sell it, we'll go ahead and sell it off, which will put us at 1.284. So now what I want to do is I have my creator button on, so we're going to remove $1.2 million off this for right now, and kind of say that we're paying it back to the government. Put 1.2. So there we go. So we should only be down to $84,000, which is a good start point for this. We're starting to make our own money now and everything else. We'll just have to watch what we spend money on and everything else like that. I think we should have pretty much everything. I'm going to tab down to the farm. We should have everything that we need here on the farm. So let me jump out of here real quick and we'll go into our closing screen, or where you can see me again. So we're gonna, there I am, say hi. I'm back. The only reason why I shut my webcam down is, like I said before, so you guys can see the whole screen and it ain't as crowded. So to kind of go brief over what we accomplished today, we did get a couple greenhouses all stocked up and up and going. We put in a couple beehives. We went ahead and harvested our very first field of grass and made silage bales, and they're sitting on the trailer now waiting to be sold off once they get fermented. We went ahead and harvested the one field of sunflowers and sold them off and made $8,000 off of that little field. So right now, roughly just it's 3 o'clock in game for this series. We've made right around 12 grand for that one day, so that's not too bad. We probably won't make any more money on this day, so what we'll do is on Monday, when we start streaming again, we will go to the field that had sunflower seeds in it. We'll plow it up, rock pick it, roll it, get it all ready to go, and replant it with wheat so we can get a stockpile up. So if we do decide to get chickens a little later on, we'll have some wheat stockpiled up for those, and then we'll advance into the 4th day. So with all that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for coming and checking out the stream today. If you have any questions, or if you have anything that you would like to see or anything else like that, feel free to send me an email or on my Facebook page. It's Bonehead Inc. On Facebook. My email address is in my contacts on my YouTube page, so just feel free to send me a message and any questions or any ideas that you might have. And once again, thanks for coming and watching Bonehead Inc. on Elm Creek Starter Series. And I will talk to you guys on Monday. I might stream tomorrow night, I don't know, but I usually don't do my Sunday nights, so we'll see. But I will talk to you guys on Monday, probably around the same time, around 11:30. So I will talk to you then, and until then, have a good day.